What's going on, man? It's your boy OB back with another video. Uh, I wasn't even planning on doing no more videos about why Fernando should be number one pick, but then Orlovsky, Dio, whatever you want to call him, put out on ESPN yesterday that Ty Simpson is the number one quarterback in this draft. And it's kind of confusing to me because how do you have a guy who's 6'5", 236 pounds, had a crazy touchdown to interception ratio this last year. He won just about every quarterback award that you could win, unbiasedly, in my opinion, because he was the best quarterback in the country. He's prototypical pocket passer with some movement. Won the Heisman, won a national championship, had Heisman moments throughout the whole entire season, right? And you're gonna say that a guy who has one start, who's 6'2", 210 pounds, soaking wet, is better than him. Again, I don't care about size, you know what I'm saying, but the people in that industry, like, they love size. They slighted Bryce Young because he was too small, and they was trying to say that CJ Stroud would be better, should be the number one pick. These are the same people that were saying that. You know what I'm saying? Boosted Trey Lance over certain guys. Boosted, and they didn't say Anthony Richardson because obvious reasons, but they was hyping Anthony Richardson because of his height, weight, speed. But you're gonna, and then to say, so his main argument is Ty Simpson made more NFL throws than Fernando Mendoza. On the flip side, I think it was Tua and Justin Herbert. They were saying Justin Herbert ran an RPO system, but he has the talent. He has the talent. He has the height, weight, speed, arm talent, arm strength to be able to make those RPO type throws translate into the NFL. Whereas Tua is too small. Y'all gotta be consistent. Y'all have to be consistent. When I say y'all, I'm talking about the industry people, ESPN, Fox, all y'all, man. Y'all got CBS, all these NFL talking heads. Y'all got to be consistent with y'all analysis. I'm not saying that was Dan Orlovsky that did that. I'm just saying the stuff that they say is inconsistent, and I'm a consistent person. If you're gonna say something, if you're gonna put it on tape, if you're gonna say it, you know what I'm saying, not just think it or text it to a group chat. If you're gonna actually put it on video, make sure you're consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? I've learned that doing this for only 3 months now, that you have to, if you're gonna put it out there, you can't backtrack. And if you're gonna backtrack, you got to make sure you backtrack on tape. But anyway, got a little bit off tangent. Y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff, man. All I want is one per video, one subscriber, one new subscriber per video. That's all I'm asking for. But yeah, so back to it. Ty Simpson he's not a bad quarterback, in my opinion. If you put him in the right environment, I'm pretty sure he could be good. He could be. But I had a buddy of mine that was telling me that Garrett Nussmeier was going to be a first round draft pick. I think this was 2 years ago. And he's damn good at, you know what I'm saying, predicting certain things. But my rebuttal to him was Garrett Nussmeier's daddy is an NFL coach. I think he was a quarterback's coach and he was an offensive coordinator for some years. If your pops has that title, you are going to have the best of the best when it comes to quarterback training. Ty Simpson's pops has been a head coach at the University of Tennessee Martin for 23, 25 years, something. So I'm pretty sure since Ty Simpson was 6 years old, maybe 6 years old, The boy been getting trained to be an NFL quarterback. Why does that matter, OB? It matters because it's gonna look good when you throwing when you're practicing since you 12 years old, you could throw 30, 45 yards. But since you've been 12 years old, you've been practicing these kind of throws. It's gonna look good. Your footwork is gonna look good. Your arm angles, all that stuff. It's gonna look good. You probably once you got to high school, you was probably already learning certain things, how to read coverages, and like not the same type of high school training is what I'm saying as another person was given, because you come from certain environments. I'm not saying Fernando Mendoza wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, like lived in poverty. I'm not saying that at all. I think his daddy is a doctor or something. But what I'm saying is, like, you have access to certain things that other people don't have access to. And look at Garrett Nussmeier. I feel like he can be okay. You know what I'm saying? He can be okay in the NFL. He might be a damn good quarterback in the NFL if he get around the right system. But it's gonna look good. It's gonna look different when you're in college, because everybody's not as talented as you. Everybody's not as talented. Everybody's not, their mental is not the same as yours. Like, they haven't caught up to you. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna look better than certain people. You feel me? And that's the same thing with Ty Simpson, man. For that man to say Ty Simpson is better than Fernando, when, again, 6'5", 235, above average to great arm strength, great accuracy, throws a tight spiral just about 97% of the time, has enough speed to do whatever he doesn't have agility, but he has enough speed to do what he need to do on the run, can throw on the run, a student of the game, he don't party, he all about his work. And you're gonna tell me that this man doesn't deserve to be the number one draft pick? Oh, because 2027 draft picks are light years ahead. So trade your picks so you can get in that draft. But in reality, all the kids that are in that draft, I would say all but maybe two, like CJ Carr and I think Julian Sand, maybe, all but those guys could have came out in this draft. They could have came out in this draft, but they decided to go back to school. Make that make sense. Why didn't they come out? Because they knew they wasn't better than him. And that's another reason why I don't really, I mean, Arch might be the next great thing, but that's another reason why I'm slow on the Arch man, the hype train. Yo daddy has two brothers that are Hall of Fame quarterbacks, played in the NFL for over 15 years. You got the best of the best, dude. You can't or the fucking Manning Academy. You attended, I'm pretty sure you attended that every year. Getting certain type of NFL, coaching. Like, come on, man. Like, it's certain things you gotta understand. You gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop doing certain things, man. When I say y'all, I mean the media. Even like regular people just talking outside of their neck, bro. Like, the shit really don't make sense. And I might look at this in 2 years and be like, damn, I really fucked up. I really fucked that one up. Ty Simpson, he balling. He don't went the damn wherever. The Rams took over from Matt Stafford, and then he got them playing like, amazing. But I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. In what was it? In whatever championship game it was when Alabama played Indiana, he looked like shit. He looked terrible. He was scared. He couldn't read the defenses. And that's one of his biggest things that Dan Orlovsky said. He said pre-snap, he is there. Again, he has his dad is a coach, is a college coach, a collegiate coach. He has access to certain things. So anyway, he can read defenses pre-snap, and his post-snap reading of defenses are even better. That's what Dan Orlovsky said. Said Fernando, he don't think that Fernando can do that. But anyway, so then what I'm about to say, they ain't got nothing to do with throwing. He took off on a scramble. I should put it up here. He took off on a scramble. when he took off on that scramble, he got hit by D'Angelo Pons, and I don't know if he broke his ribs or he bruised his ribs, and he was out of the game. But you telling me that compared to Fernando Mendoza, who did a quarterback draw in the national championship game, got rocked by Wesley Bassant, who's like 6'2", 230-something pounds, then got hit as he was going into the end zone. Pretty sure he was hurt. Not to mention, Caden Curry, the defensive end for Ohio State, rocked him first play of the game versus Ohio State 2 weeks prior to that, or 3 weeks prior to that. And he got back in and played the whole game. But you want to tell me that Ty Simpson deserves to be the number 1 pick? Like, come on, bro. Like, make this shit make sense. You had a better, y'all got better argument saying that Carson Beck should be the number 1 pick. But here, I'm about to pull this up so y'all can see. This is another one of my arguments. I think I said this earlier. He went to Alabama. He redshirted his freshman year because Bryce Young, obviously. So his redshirt freshman year. So his freshman year, he redshirted, right? So this year right here, he redshirted this year. You still throw the ball and play, I think, 2 games. So that's why he got stats. He redshirted this year. That's Bryce Young. I think that was his Heisman year. Understandable. It's Bryce Young. He won the Heisman. He was good the year before. All right, this year. This is Jalen Milroe year. This year right here is Jalen Milroe. You couldn't beat Jalen Milroe? You supposed to be the, and that was, I think Nick Saban was still there, right? You telling me that you couldn't beat Jalen Milroe, who everybody knew wasn't that great of a passer? He was a great athlete, but you a 5-star recruit, Gatorade, Tennessee Gatorade Player of the Year, but you couldn't beat a running quarterback, right? Okay. 2024, you still couldn't beat Jalen Milroe. You got a new head coach, Kalen DeBoer. You got a new head coach, Kalen. I might have my years mixed up, but you got a new head coach right here in Kalen DeBoer, who loves to throw the ball. Like, he came from Washington where they run spread and they throw the ball a lot, and you couldn't beat a running quarterback in Jalen Milroe. Like, shit don't make sense, bro. And then this past season, you won the job, but you won the job. You still had to fight to get the job versus a freshman in Austin Mack, who, when you got knocked out of that game versus Indiana, came in and looked pretty damn good. If they had played Austin Mack, it would have been, I think it would have been a better game. I think Olas is just trying, or NFL or whatever, trying to create some type of, not animosity, but some type of friction or boost Todd just so they can get some ratings. But at the end of the day, like, they do that shit all the time, bro. Like, they always try to boost a quarterback up when they know that motherfucker ain't even good. They did the same thing with Will Levis a couple years ago. Like, come on, man, stop doing that, bro. Like, the shit is aggravating. I know you can ignore it, like, just don't read into it, but the shit is very aggravating, man. And he said his first 7-8 games, he said up to Tennessee, all these games he played elite. I mean, he had a couple good games. One versus Vanderbilt. Their secondary was terrible. Wisconsin was all right. And Louisiana Monroe. Like, what are we talking about here, man? Come on. Now, again, if you, another thing. One more thing, my bad. One more thing. He's 23. You're 23 years old. That's a year off. But you're 23. You're 23. You're 23. You couldn't start in college until you was 23 years old. You should have transferred somewhere so you could showcase your talent. I'm not taking a quarterback in the first round that only got 1 year to start. History proves that taking a quarterback when they only have 1 year, they're gonna need 3-4 years before they can even develop into great because they don't have the time, they don't have the film, they don't have game reps, practice reps, game reps, totally different. They don't have the game reps. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But again, if you look at Carson Beck, you have a better argument with Carson Beck, who they're the same age, both of them 23, but Carson Beck came in at Georgia and played. Carson Beck, 6'4", 220 pounds, bigger guy. Carson Beck had the same type of issues with drops, 5.6, and I think Ty Simpson had 6.0. The difference is another thing that they were saying. I keep flipping everywhere, but Indiana had a better team than Alabama. He said that Ty Simpson was the best player on the field a few times. He was the best player. But essentially, he said Ty Simpson was the best player on Alabama's offense. Come on, man. Like, be real, dude. Ty Simpson wasn't the best player. He wasn't the damn. I wouldn't even say he was the fourth best player on that offense, let alone the team. Bruh, Ryan, again, he had a down year, but Ryan Williams, come on, he's gonna be a first round draft pick next year. Jeremy Bernard, he's a very underrated wide receiver who, when he gets to the league, if they give him opportunity, because you know wide receivers are created. You know what I'm saying? If they give him opportunity, he could become a top 20-ish receiver if given the opportunity. The boy is good. Isaiah Horton, transferred to Texas. He's gonna have a big year next year. Like, come on, dude. Like, have Caden Proctor. I'm not a Caden Proctor fan, but the left tackle, has a potential first round left tackle. But Ty Simpson had to do a lot of shit on his own. Like, he playing in Alabama, dude. Like, come on, man. Now on the flip side, Fernando Mendoza went to Indiana with a bunch of JMU, James Madison guys. No round one receiver. Oh, I don't care how much you like Omar Cooper. He's not a first round wide receiver. If you draft him in the first round, you did yourself a disservice because you can get him in a second. He's not a first round receiver. Elijah Surratt. Everybody love Elijah Surratt, but he's maybe a fringe round, second round, but he's a third round wide receiver. Third round. His tight end wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? Noah Kowski, he's okay. They just system guys. They are system guys. System. Charlie Becker is a great athlete, but hell, he couldn't even get on the field until Elijah Surratt got hurt. System guys, man. Pat Coogan, the center, is gonna be late day three pick. He wasn't one of the top 7 best centers in the league. I think Carter Smith, left tackle, he won the award. He won the best left tackle award. He might be a first round pick next year. That's probably the only other first round pick that he got. Meanwhile, Ty Simpson is surrounded by great talent. Great talent. Great talent. And I think Alabama had another wide receiver who was damn good too. I think it was number 17, a freshman. He balled. But yeah, if you're that good, I'm not taking no quarterback in the first round unless they got at least 3 years of tape. Unless they got at least 3 solid years of tape. Game tape. If you only got 1 or 2, you better look like Cam Newton. You better look like Andrew Luck. And if you look like that, then I'm questioning your quarterback's coach, your offensive coordinator, and your head coach. Because why wasn't you playing prior to that? But yeah, man, that's my whole thing, bro. I want to talk about that because it was aggravating me, man. He would have had a better argument saying Carson Beck, because again, Carson Beck took Miami. I'm a Miami fan. We ain't been to the national championship game shit in probably 20 years too. We ain't been to the national championship game. We ain't been deep in the playoffs. Shit, we ain't made the playoffs. Since it's been created, we ain't made the playoffs. We ain't got close to the ACC championship. Carson Beck has a better argument because he was limited by his offense coordinator. The scheme was kind of similar. I don't like Shannon Dawson. I'm not gonna make this a Miami Hurricanes talk thing, but yeah, he had a better argument saying that Carson Beck is more comparable to Fernando because the situations are virtually the same, vastly similar. Carson Beck was a higher recruit coming out of high school, but they got similar film. You know what I'm saying? When Nando was at Cal, he was asked to do a lot more as far as like passing concepts. In Indiana, they didn't do that, the NFL concepts, because they didn't have NFL wide receivers. Maybe that was why. Maybe the receivers couldn't create space on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the run game, they got Jam Miller at Alabama, bro. Like, yeah, this shit tiring. I hope y'all like the video. Another thing, I'm gonna do a Monday. I'm gonna make 2 videos today. This next video I'm gonna do is so I hope y'all watching. I'm gonna try to put it right here. Well, can I do that? I don't know if I can do it. I'm gonna make another video, man. Y'all go watch it, check it out. I'm about to talk about the Raiders' losses and how can we be better in 2026. Yeah. So without further ado, I appreciate y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe, comment whatever you want to comment. Subscribe to the video. All I ask is for 1 new subscriber. That's all I ask for. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be safe and stay dangerous.